Hello students. Today we shall start with a new chapter, that is ratio and proportion. To start with, what is a ratio? A comparison of two or more quantities of the same kind by division is called as ratio. I repeat, any comparison of two or more quantities but of the same kind is called ratio, and it is denoted by division. Like for example, A and B are two quantities, any quantities, but they have to be of the same kind, same type. Like for example, if I take 5 kg of rice and I compare 10 kg of rice, that means both are of the same kind. That means same units or same kind. So ratio is only possible when two quantities, any two quantities, are of the same kind, and it is denoted by division. I cannot compare any two quantities which are not of the same kind. Like for example, height of the students of a class and weight of the students. Both are different quantities. Both are different kind. One is height, another is weight. So in that case, ratio is not possible. If A and B are two quantities, then A by B is called ratio of A is to B. That is, A is to B. So A is to B is denoted as the ratio, and A is to B means A by B. That means both A and B are two quantities of the same kind. Then it is called ratio of A to B is A is to B or A by B, where A is the numerator, B is the denominator. But in ratio, A is called as the antecedent and B is called as the consequent. Let me move on to an example of ratio. Very simple example to start with. Ratio of rupees 9 to rupees 16. So 9 to rupees 16, that means both are of the same kind, both is rupees. So both are of the same kind. So ratio will be 9 by 16 or 9 is to 16. Similarly, ratio of 8 marbles to 12 marbles. See, both are of the same kind, marbles and marbles. So ratio will be 8 divided by 12. Now you reduce it to simple terms, that is, it becomes 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 or 2 is to 3. So two very simple examples I have shown you out here to denote ratio. Now I have divided the chapter ratio into certain parts that we'll be doing in this chapter. Now what ratio consists of and what we are going to do is ratio. The properties of ratio is, order of ratio is important. Now moving on to what we are going to do, that I'll discuss with you later on. First, let's do the properties of ratio. The first property of ratio is, order of the ratio is important. Order of the ratio means, like example I have given you, 3 is to 5. Now 3 is to 5 is not equal to 5 is to 3. 3 is to 5 means 3 by 5 and 5 is to 3 means 5 by 3. So here the antecedent and the consequent is different. Here 3 is the antecedent, 5 is the consequent. Whereas 5 is to 3, 5 is the antecedent, 3 is the consequent. So order of the ratio is important. If you write 3 is to 5 as 5 is to 3, the whole sum goes wrong. So remember, the order of the ratio is important. The second property is, it exists only between two quantities of the same kind. Like I have told you in the beginning of when I defined ratio, that two quantities should be of the same kind. Now both the quantities will be of the same units, has to be of the same units, then only ratio is possible. Otherwise it's not possible. Like for a small example, there is no ratio between number of students in a class and the salary of a politician. See, number of students is different, salary of a politician, the unit is different. So in that case, the ratio is not possible. Ratio is only possible when both are of the same kind. Third property is must be of same units. Like I have told you before also, it has to be of the same units. Like 150 gram and 2 kg, both are not of the same units. You can easily convert gram to kg, or you can convert kg to gram. So better we convert kg to gram, so it becomes 150 gram and 2000 gram. That means 150 by 2000, that is 3:40. So it must be of the same units. Fourth, it has no units. Now when you divide anything, when you have a numerator and a denominator but of the same units, like gram, gram, kg, kg, or any number, that means they get cancelled and entire thing becomes free of units. So ratio is something which has no units. See, no units, no units. So it's very important. Ratio does not have any unit. The fifth one, to simplify ratio in fractions, multiply by LCM of the denominator. Now this entire thing, I'll show you examples how to do this. So as of now, remember the properties of the ratio. The entire chapter revolves around these properties only, that the order of the ratio is important. It exists only between two quantities of the same kind, must be of the same units, it has no units, and to simplify ratio, which is in fraction, multiply by LCM of the denominator. This I'll deal with you all later on.